Namaskar everyone and welcome back again in Shares Corner. Today's video we have just received a detail on further update on a specific video game. So we'll be talking about that. But before that, let me introduce you to those of you who do not know about the video game development cycle much about, just a little bit in a short. So in a video game development cycle, you can say is separated in seven parts. First, you have your planning, which is essentially the whatever the company will, the team, development team will, whatever they will build, the what will be the budget, who will be the target audience, which platform, and stuff like that. Then there's the pre-production, under which goes your storyboard, storytelling, technical capability, then your prototypes and whatever milestones they want to set in their development cycle, stuff like that. After which comes the production, inside which you're modeling, designing, and essentially everything related to your art, and then your audiovisual effects, your sound, everything related to the sound part as well, voice acting, if there is a NPCs or player related voice acting parts, stuff like that. Then you have your game physics, game mechanics, developing and rendering process. The, these parts comes under the production phase. After which is the testing phase, where your bug identification, exploitation, the game difficulty level, whether it is enjoyable or not, these sort of parts are being tested there by the testers. And then you have your pre-launch, where the alpha or beta testing happens, your marketing, conventions, advertisements, etc. Then is the launch, following which comes your major bug squashing, minor bug squashing for the polish, as well as the main release. And after that comes the post production, where more bug squashing and patching, balancing, and new content development, and the cycle continues for the new content as well. Now, you know the world situation right now, and this is, as it is doing an adverse effect on all the industries, video game industry is also going to, or rather already affected by this situation, because these seven parts that I said, for us, even for a small game, this is a the much bigger time scale. And for a AAA title and stuff like that that we all love and enjoy, this cycle is very big, that we already know. Now, what about the live service games? The games that you guys play online, that keeps giving you updates every couple months and on. What about those? How much time do you think they need, and how much adversely this uh, world situation is gonna affect those? Today, guys, we have with us a letter from Naoki Yoshida, producer as well as director of Final Fantasy XIV, which is at this point, you can say, the best MMORPG out there. I think we all can agree to that, to a very much sense. In case you guys want to know how much effort it is given to even produce a single expansion for Final Fantasy XIV, go ahead and check out uh, Square Enix's own YouTube page, where they have uploaded quite a lot of videos where the team itself, the dev team itself, are explaining of certain procedures and difficulties, ideas, and many much more regarding what is put in the Shadowbringer expansion which is the current expansion of Final Fantasy XIV. So here we are today to exactly look at what Naoki Yoshida said in his letter to the players. So guys, here you can see the letter, which is essentially titled on the impact of COVID-19 on Final Fantasy XIV service and development. So what does it actually say? And I'll be quoting the entire letter word by word. So from Yoshipi's own words. Hello everyone, this is producer and director Naoki Yoshida. First and foremost, all of you who have been affected by the worldwide spread of novel coronavirus COVID-19 in any capacity have my deepest sympathies, and I wish those who have taken ill a quick recovery. Here in Tokyo, where the Final Fantasy XIV team is located, a state of emergency has been declared, and we have been ordered to take preventive measures to curb further spread of the virus. This, of course, raises questions as to effects on game service and patch development, so I would like to take this opportunity to address those concerns. As patch 5.25 was largely completed during the 5.2 patch cycle, we were able to implement the finishing touches and release it on schedule. However, it was by a narrow margin that we did so. Only some of staff had begun work from home prior to the release of patch 5.25, while more were asked to stay home and self-isolate regardless. The patch was finished by those individuals who had the ability to work remotely or to come to the office safely. Final Fantasy XIV heavily relies on our development and QA partners across the world, and at this point we must accept the situation will significantly impact our development schedule. The reasons: number one, delayed delivery of graphical assets due to lockdown of cities in East Asia, North America, and Europe. So, if you guys know about the work they put in Final Fantasy, they take actual worlds, buildings, geographical features, and stuff like that, and try to reproduce them in a sense that would suit the fantasy world. So you can see a lot of similarities in our reality as and the Final Fantasy world. For example, something you may have noticed or may not, and you certainly have noticed if you have seen the video from Square Enix, that they went to Goom to take pictures of clouds to make clouds in the forest. So this is just one example of how this delivery of graphical assets means. The their team travels worldwide to gather data, to geographical, to many other datas, and make implement them in the game itself. So as you already know the situation, therefore the first point raises from there, which is henceforth delayed delivery of graphical assets. Next, point 2, delayed voice recording due to lockdown of cities in Europe. So voice recording, as you know, in Final Fantasy, voice acting is a major part because we have seen in various cutscenes, or not even cutscenes, in various other situations, NPCs talk, and I believe it is something players are very expectant to how the NPCs speak in various situations, because that is also something that gives life to the story. Henceforth, voice acting cannot be done in home naturally. There are specific studios and other facilities related to that, and thus, with the current situation, it is very unlikely that the voice acting parts can be done as it was before. Therefore, is the second point. Point number 3, delays to development tasks performed by Tokyo staff due to work from home or shelter in place limitations. As always, no matter how much work from home or sheltering in place is implemented, you cannot always take all the development kits and everything that is always present in the company itself or in the studio itself to your home and continue the work as it was in the studio. And henceforth is the third point. And finally, fourth point, production and QA teams operating well below normal capacity due to work from home or shelter in place limitations. Again, same. You do not have all the resources available at your workplace that you can have in your home. So, again, quoting, though it is clear that patch 5.3, which was planned for mid-June, will be delayed because of the above, we are at this time undecided as to whether it will be feasible to limit the delay to 2 or 3 weeks or if it will be closer to a month. We're terribly sorry for the disappointment this may cause to our players, as we know you look forward to new patches. However, it is also important to prioritize the physical and mental health of our development team, without whom we would never be able to release the quality updates and features you expect from Final Fantasy XIV. So we ask for your understanding as we adjust our schedule in accordance with the situation. Regarding the operation of our servers, we will now be maintaining them from home, myself included, while GM supports and replies from the support desk may take longer than usual. You can rest assured that each world will be running as usual, allowing everyone to continue playing. In some cases, we may have difficulty implementing bug fixes or maintenance for issues that may occur. If that happens, we will post a notification for the issue and implement the fix as soon as we are able to, so we ask for your patience in the meantime. Finally, though, it may seem somewhat superfluous, I'd like you to know that myself, the development team, and the production team are all doing fine at present. We're currently testing remote work environments and applications so that we can resume patch development on all fronts. While many of us worldwide remain inside our home, we should remember to let joy and laughter fill them, because in times like this, it is especially important to find happiness where you can. I certainly hope that in delving into parts of Final Fantasy XIV that you have yet to try, battles to be won, new jobs to which to hone your skills, connecting with in-game friends, and having fun together, your days will be a little brighter. It's not a bad time to tell people about the free trial, if I do say so myself. Nice one there, Yoshi. Quoting again, we do still plan to host live letters if at all possible, and once things have settled down, I promise you'll find me online. So see you in Eorzea. And that was the end of the notice we received from Yoshi, producer and director of Final Fantasy XIV. So guys, this is just Final Fantasy XIV. I believe that sooner or later, every live service games, every MMORPGs will have similar kind of notices where they will announce delays and other issues. Of course, this is normal, right? And thus, no matter situation, hope you guys will enjoy what content you already have, and there are already some single player nice stuff coming out. For example, for our PS4 friends, there we already have Final Fantasy VII remake that came out yesterday, And moreover, uh, new games will be coming out that are almost at the end of their development cycle. We already have confirmation from CD Projekt Red that Cyberpunk 2077 will be coming out as per scheduled. So yeah, even if you have completed the game you are playing, go ahead and try something else. Maybe something you have never thought of trying, and who knows, maybe you'll like that game or that genre itself. So yeah, it's time for exploration, no matter where you are. And I hope you all will stay safe, stay well. I'll bring you more details of if any more news and stuff pops up in our radar. Good night, guys.